Okay, this is Yikes754, and this time we're playing Death Rally. So Death Rally is a little bit of a different game, considering that is mostly being played on this channel. But this time I thought I wanted to do something a little bit different from the usual Doom and Duke Nukem 3D. Because at the moment I haven't been playing Doom for a while, and because I've been really busy and stuff, and so on and so forth. But anyways, Death Rally is basically a top-down racing game, where the basic idea is to win the race. And there are 19 different tracks in this game, and I believe that most of them are mirrored, for example, there's like track X that goes clockwise, and the other version of the track goes counterclockwise. And there are also different divisions in this game: easy, medium, and hard. Lots of action, and the name Death Rally basically means that it would not be Death Rally if there weren't something explosive, and probably that cutscene was probably telling something that one car got completely obliterated by the adversary, who is the final boss of this game. Sorry. But basically the idea of Death Rally is to annihilate your opponents. You can also win the race by driving, so there's always that little bit of a strategy involved in this. But the basic idea is to reach the top of the rankings. So there are 19 other drivers for you to beat in the little bit of a quote championship quote style fashion. So when you reach position 1, it means that you will be enabled. Geez, that was the worst way you can say it, but you get to fight the final boss of this game, the adversary, which basically you have to beat him in order to beat the game. But yeah, let's get started. Jesus. The hell. A little bit of a wrong time to start a commentary with a cough. God. But anyway, I'll be playing as Nasty Nick, and obviously I will be using weapons this time around. But at a later time, I will also do a walkthrough without the weapons, so you have the option just to beat the other drivers by driving, or you can just have a little fun with weapons. And I'm also going to be playing on Speed Makes Me Dizzy, so this is not going to be some pro walkthrough or anything. At this point, I just want to have fun with this game. Because it's been a long time I played this previously. I had the copy of this game on a very real CD, and that huge box and all the manuals and everything. But unfortunately, I couldn't get the DOSBox version running with the single player, because the single player basically requires the CD. But I couldn't really get it running with DOSBox, because I didn't really want to get into that tech stuff, and also the Windows version is a lot more easier to record and a little bit more user-friendly than the DOS version. Of course, the DOS version is still the same game, but the problem is that I couldn't really get it running without spending a couple of days trying to find a way to get it working with the CD and stuff. So I didn't really want to do that. So in any case, let's get started. Welcome to Death Rally. The race is on. In Death Rally, where life is short and hot, fast and deadly, watch the road, hear the rumble. Start out easy, get the feel of it. But remember, by the rules or fry the rules. Play to win. Enough said. Now write your machine, your motor war chariot. And at the background you can see easy, medium, and hard. We will obviously start from either easy or medium. So, but technically speaking, the game kind of lets me know that, okay, you shouldn't be racing any medium races just yet, but I'm gonna check out, and here are the drivers that are signing up, so there's a limited time for you to actually sign up in a race. Okay, I'm gonna go into medium. I shouldn't be doing it. The game actually notified me that I shouldn't be driving because driving medium races. But let's get started. Okay, this is not gonna be easy, but because this track is, well, it's called complex for a reason. Whether this is an actual complex or is it just that this track itself is complex. And sure stone, she got drunk. Because if you pick up those mushrooms, they make your screen go a little bit... Whoa, we got rid of Morisato, so that's great. But Lizardon has mines. I want to make sure that, you know, if I can't destroy Sure Stone, I will at least try to beat her by driving, which seems to be fairly difficult, but it is possible. Okay, let's see. God damn it. It's gonna be difficult. But I think if I could have some... She is almost dead, but not quite. Alright, I think I got this. Now I just need to make sure that Lizardon is staying fairly far behind, hopefully, because I don't think that I don't really want to risk it. And if I get interesting, maybe the opportunity has presented itself. Okay, that's all right. But it is just optional for you to destroy all of the racers, so you don't really have to do it. But the benefit of doing so is that you will get a lot of money while doing it, because if you wipe out all the racers, you'll get bonuses and things. So it means that you are. I mean, it makes upgrading things and purchasing different things a lot easier in this game. And here we can see the race results. So I won the easy race, and then oh wait, I won the medium race. So of course I was the only winner in the medium race. And guess what? Guess who is also here? It's Duke Nukem. Really? Because Duke Nukem, he is a, I would say, fairly worthy adversary. He is, I would say, one of the most dangerous opponents in this game that you're gonna face, because he has really, really like durable armor, which makes him incredibly difficult to destroy, even with considering that you would basically unload your whole machine gun into him. It's not even a guarantee to destroy him even remotely. But here we can see the overall standings, and at the top of the table we can see a name called Sam Speed. Yeah, it's like, I believe that he is a reference to Speed Racer, which is an old TV show, if I got it right. And apparently Sam Speed is based on the main character of that particular TV show, if I got it right. Because I remember reading about it from somewhere. I don't remember. Was it like some kind of a walkthrough document like ages ago or something? But anyways, we got names like Jane Fonda, anybody? And then we got Motor Mary, Matt Mac Meyer, Clint West, Clint Eastwood, and Gregory Peck, and things like that. So we have lots of like these funny names. But let's go through the vehicles of this game. But first, there's an introduction to the shop. So welcome to the shop. Zillions more miles to go. That chunk of yours is no juggernaut. She won't take you all the way. You need to gear up, to upgrade, make headlong headway, strive to stride, strive to strive. Jesus, what a tongue twister. Evolve, improve, better, best. Buy and be one shining perfection. Yeah. And here is the bonus of wiping out all of the racers. And that that bonus fee that you get is obviously getting a lot higher with the better vehicle that you have. But in this case, I have only the Vagabond, which is the worst vehicle. So it's like I get only $600. So more car corpses for my domain. You are my sweetest minion. Your dead serious dedication has earned you a parking space among my horsemen. A bonus of $600 to you. Horse-powered serial auto killer. Yeah. And this is indeed Vagabond. This is the worst vehicle in this game, and you just want to get rid of this car as soon as possible. And then there's it has a single machine gun. Same goes with Dervish, but Dervish has a little bit more upgrades. And on the right side of the screen, you can see my bank account and different upgrades. And there's that engine, tires, and armor. So the more blocks you have, the more upgrade possibilities you have. But Dervish is also, you get some more upgrades, two tires, two engine, and two armor upgrades. And it also has a single machine gun. So it's like a little bit of a high-end easy series vehicle, but Sentinel is something more of a better vehicle. This is a fairly fast vehicle, and you can have two engines, three tires, and two armor upgrades. So it's a little bit more of those vehicles that it has a little bit of a better grip in the corners, so it's fairly good. And it also has a single machine gun. But then we get to the awesome vehicles. A Shrieker, which is my favorite vehicle in this game, because it looks great, and of course it is the first vehicle also to have dual-wielding machine guns. So they do a lot of damage. So Shrieker is a great vehicle. It's not the fastest vehicle, sadly, in this game, but if you're skillful enough, you can also participate hard series races with this and try to wipe out all the racers. So I'm probably going to do that when I buy this vehicle. And then there's Wraith. Wraith is I would say, purely hard series vehicle, which means that when you want to be racing, you obviously want to be racing in hard races only with this vehicle. But the problem with Wraith is that it costs quite a lot. But it has also dual-wielding machine guns, which do a lot of damage. And then there's the Deliberator. This is the best vehicle in this game, and you have basically, let me think, 4 or 5 engine. I think it's 4 or 5 engine upgrades. 4 tires and 4 armor. And of course dual-wielding machine guns, which do more damage than any other. So this is the best and the most fastest vehicle in this game, and this is the one that you want to have when you fight the adversary. But right now I'm gonna buy Dervish. That's right. But now we're gonna go back to the current standings, and we're gonna go through the AI roster really quickly. So the first 3 ranking drivers, Sam Speed, Duke Nukem, and Jane Honda in this case, are the Deliberator drivers. So they are the worst of the worst. that they're the fastest, they're the deadliest, so you just want to take them out really quickly as possible. And then there is a set of drivers from position 4 to position 7 who are driving a Wraith. Motor Mary, Matt Myler, and Clint West. And then the Shrieker drivers, Dark Rider and Levi's, they seem to be a tie at the moment. But anyways, positions 8, 9, and 10 are occupied by Shrieker drivers initially. Of course, the tables are obviously going to be changing a lot when we progress through the ladder and stuff, but they are the Shrieker drivers. Dark Rider, Levi's, and Craig Peck. And then from position 11 to position 14, we have the Sentinel drivers. Susie Stock, Iron John, Morisato, Surestone. And Surestone was the one that was part of the race where I was at, and I think Morisato was there too, maybe. And then from position 15 to 17 are the Dervish drivers. Diesel Joe, Mick Dare, and Liz Arden. And then from the last two positions are occupied by Vagabond drivers. So they are the slowest of them all. But yeah, that's a quick run through of the AI roster that you're gonna face. And then this part is cool. Psst, yeah, you driver. Jealousy burns you like a dragon inside. You're one that wrote all to yourself, so jinx those rival suckers. Let them go out in a blaze. You take the glory. Welcome to the underground Morgan. What do you want? We got. Dig out the dove. This is gonna cost you. Of course it's going to cost me. And then there's this guy. This guy can be pretty useful at times, and right now I think I might require his services. So as we can see, we can borrow money from this guy. Basically, we can borrow like $1,015, which I think is enough for all of these things that I want. But let's go through these things. So sabotage is, yeah, here it says pretty well. Sabotage. Do you have bad luck always riding shotgun? Time for that golden racer bow to get some, right? But basically what the sabotage does, that it sabotages the highest ranking opponent in the race. So let's go back and check out a little bit of a scenario, which could be where the sabotage comes in. So let's assume that I would be in a race with Diesel Joe, Mick Dare, and Liz Arden. So Diesel Joe is the highest ranking driver of all of them. So Diesel Joe would get sabotaged. And the sabotage is ranging from 25 to 49%. So it's completely random, but it works for most of the time. And then there is the rocket fuel. This nectar in the veins of your vehicle takes you right into orbit, real speedy like. But the problem with this is that it causes damage, because I don't want to have this, and I rarely even use it. And spiked bumpers, well, they do what they do, and usually you might wonder what, because the visual appearance of spiked bumpers is exactly what they do. So, just ram into your enemies for some serious damage. And then there are mines, and mines do, and mines do what they do. So let's take a loan from this guy. You have 3 races to pay me back the $2,250. Fair is fair. So basically, if you don't pay back to him, he's gonna be back. He could be, taking components away from your vehicle, or taking just money away from you and things. But it doesn't. You can still always go to the loan shark anytime. But let's get these 3. These are the usual things that we want. So I'm gonna stick with the medium series. And here is the notification of sabotage. So money talks and the damage is done. 26% worth. Sabotage says that Levi's is going down and staying down. That's duff baked luck for you. And luck, she ain't no lady. That's true, so it's not really a guarantee of a certain destruction of your enemies, but as you can see, Levi's health bar has been depleted a little bit, so it's also an indication of... Oh geez. Okay, so this was the worst possible scenario that could have happened. He is fairly fast, and it seems that he's getting away. And driving against him is fairly difficult, as you can see. I'm like barely even catching up to him. And I am afraid it would probably take some... Jesus. It would probably take some luck for me to even have like a decent opportunity to, you know, challenge him, but at this time it seems more of an optimistic attempt, unfortunately, and he's not too far away, but if he gets drunk and he picks up that mushroom, that's my only chance. I don't see any other way of winning this race, and it's already too late, so... Of course he picked up that mushroom in the final corner when it didn't really matter, but yeah, what are you gonna do? And of course the problem with this is that the loan shark, the fee obviously goes up between every race, so in this case I have to pay back $1,750, and this goes up always the longer it takes for you to pay the loan back to him. So but I'm gonna take a new loan and hopefully I get to destroy... Oh yes, this is a fairly favorable race for me. And this track is, I would say, fairly chaotic. If everything goes according to plan, I'm gonna take a good start, hopefully, and... Okay, so Mick Dare is out. I still have some mines remaining, which is excellent. This was a... yeah, this is what happens when everything in this race goes exactly when you plan it. That was the perfect race. And also I didn't get any damage, so I will be getting a bonus for it. Inconceivable, driver. It was a snowball's chance in hell. Through that blitzkrieg battle. And not a shadow of a scratch on your paint job. My bet was on you, and it paid me back big time. Here, your share, $750, go knock yourself out. Thank you. And of course we get also that... Oh yes, and I'm gonna pay back to this guy, and I'm gonna take a new loan once again. Oh geez, it's new work again. But fortunately the opposition is fairly easy-ish. The only threat that I have is Iron John. So Iron John is the only threat around here. Okay, Diesel Joe is out. Okay, somebody will... Probably get drunk. Okay, Lizardon is out. And Iron John seems to be struggling as well. Yeah, this was a perfect race. Another perfect race. Excellent. And nobody ahead of me got even points from this race. So now I guess I'm just gonna... Okay, so here he says, Lone paid back, it's all here. I knew right from the start that I could trust you. Let's do this again at any time. Fair enough. And also, this is quite funny about Death Rally, that you can kind of like see the different texts down below. So it's just like, this is like, it changes between every race. So it's like, listen, this is true Tom talking. Hear me groan mantras and mysteries over the roar and rumble of boastful motor monsters. I'm the man in the machine, the guru of cars, the rocket petrol daddy. I know that twisted road. Listen close, I tell no lies. Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm just driving here. I don't know. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a dangerous race. It's Levi's and Craig Peck, and they both are driving a Shrieker. This is dangerous. Okay, so Craig Peck is second, but I think God damn it, Sherstone. Get out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna do something here. I'm just gonna place the wreckage right in front. And I hope that, Craig Beck, he's gonna, drive straight into the wreckage and hopefully get destroyed. No, it didn't happen. So, in that case, I just wait and... Oh my goodness. That was a disaster. This is my last chance. Alright, I got it. Let's see, I hope I didn't get that lapped thing because I don't get any points if I do. That's exactly what happened. You were lapped, you loser. The pain, the humiliation, your stunt made me the laughingstock of the races. What you were trying to do, mimic slow motion? No one is going to take me seriously after this. No money or no points awarded. But yet at the same time, not too shabby, driver. Your wild winning streak has earned you an extra $1,000. But don't get cocky. Those other wannabe victory hounds are going to zero right into your blazing tailors, and they want to get you bad. So it was not that bad. It was still a fairly profitable race. Oh my goodness. All of the Shrieker drivers in a single race. Oh jeez. If I'm gonna win this one, oh jeez. Okay, Levi's, you can get drunk. I'm not complaining. But Dark Rider is a formidable threat, because I'm probably gonna have to be fighting him for the entire time. And on top of that, he has mines. Yes. Well, it wasn't that difficult. I was expecting this to be one of those races that you just can't win it, but all the Shrieker dudes, they're out of the game. Terrific. And this is the part where I just, grind it out, and hopefully I'll get as much money as possible. And interesting, Susie's stock got sabotaged instead of Craigpack. But that tells us that, Craigpack, he's like, he's only on the 11th position, which means that he sucks, at least driving and performance-wise. Excellent. God. Right, and that's it. A perfect race. Almost perfect, but I don't get that no damage bonus, unfortunately. But fairly successful race still. Alright, Levi's. I don't think Levi's is going to be much of a threat if I get a similar start to this race than I got to that previous race. Okay, never mind. Levi's is really fast, so he's a threat. Right. And this is a little bit of a different situation because I'm having a lot of damage. So, but fortunately I do have a lot of time to deal with Morisato, so all I need really is some ammo. And as soon as possible, I hope. I'm just gonna move that wreckage slightly, so okay, so maybe if I could ram her. Okay, that's fair enough. It was a little bit more of a I would say, damage fest race, but it's alright. And it's Levi's once again, and previously around this track, I believe I lost to Levi's, so it's gonna be a okay. That was a bad idea. Okay, so Surestone is definitely the one that needs to be wiped out. And same goes with Liz Arden. Okay, that's more than enough ammo to destroy her. Yes, a little bit more damage this time around, but a job well done at the end of the day. God damn it, why is it that, they have to be these kind of tracks all the time? just hate Downtown and Newark. These are the most annoying tracks in this game. God, he's so fast. Okay, you can take the lead. Right. So, but it leaves us a little bit of a different, a little bit of a similar, if not worse, scenario we had last time around. No ammo and it's dangerous. Excellent. Okay, I think I got this. Nice try. Soon it becomes a reality. We can start thinking about buying the Shrieker. Let's see how much does it cost. One more race and then I'll buy it. Okay, this race looks fairly promising, but the problem is that I start from the fourth position, so this is not good. But then again, it is a possibility for me to start out this race by doing this. So this is great. The no damage bonus would be really a cherry on top of the cake, if I could only do it. Okay, I'm out of mines. I'm just gonna go for it anyway. Okay, so there's a branch. But I think 2% is not enough. I think it has to be like 1% or 0 or 1% for you to get that bonus. But the problem is that I highly doubt that I have time for it. So I'm probably gonna wait it out here just. Okay, and now I have 3%, so. And no branches, so, but okay, that's fine. Let's get the Shrieker now. And now we're gonna go to the Loan Shark, so 6,000. Let's buy a single engine and these are gonna be just enough. I'm gonna be a reckless person and I'm gonna go over here and see what these guys have to say. Oh good lord, it's Sam Speed, so he is the guy to be watched out. Oh, never mind. He's dead already. Oh my god. Not too bad. But Mad Max, he has a lot of health, so... Maybe I'll just let him pass. And... yeah, you just keep doing that. Thank goodness I didn't hit that mine. Excellent. And that's how we get the hard series underway. And we got basically, it was a complete jackpot. And now we're gonna pay back to this guy. And I think we are having just enough money to buy all of these. It's Duke Nukem. Okay, so now you are really about to see how dangerous the king really is. Okay, Clint West is out, and apparently there was some drama going on around. Just get out of the way, you idiot. Okay, this is gonna be tough at best. What? Levi's is second. What's happening? Thank you, Levi's. I would like to thank you in person. Yes. Thank you, Levi's. Now, let me just pay my respects to you. Thank you. Jesus, that was so lucky. I got really good assist from Levi's. He was really helping the cause. Okay, Jane Honda and Duke Nukem. This is the race that I'm not so sure about, and I truly hope that Levi's, could he be more of an assistance to me in this one again? I don't think so. Okay. This looks like a third place race. So Duke Nukem is still in the lead, but Jane Honda is out. That's great. Well, since I have the mines, I could be just as well using them. A little bit foolish not to. But the unfortunate part is that they are affecting only Levi's. They're not affecting Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem, he's already on the last lap, so I'm afraid I don't really have a chance against him, but... yeah, it was... yeah, that's the sound what is played when Duke Nukem wins. Damn it. That was, unfortunately, the early part of the race played really a dramatic role in the final outcome. But this time it's Jane Honda, Levi's, and Dark Rider. Let's see if we can do any better in this one. So far so good. But I'm out of mines. Excellent. Oh. Well, you guys can do your thing, and just gonna wait it out while you guys do your thing. Okay, so that's good. I'm not going to finish Levi's just yet, because I want to make sure that I get the no damage bonus if possible. So all I need to do is just, tail him till I come across a wrench. He's so close. He's so close to death. It's one touch-up. If he touches... Yes, that's it. Right, that is perfect. And of course at this point it turns into the process of saving money to so I can buy the deliberator. That is the thing. Oh my goodness, it's Duke Nukem. But this time, fortunately, I have some Wraith assistance from Motor Mary. So okay. Yes, this looks like another instance of Pagoda type of races, which unfortunately sometimes are indeed this kind of a race that, it often gets decided on lap one, and if you have a slower vehicle, there's nothing you can really do about it. I'm out of ammo and stuff, so it's not easy. And the start plays out a significant role when you drive against faster opponents on a track like this. So it's a little bit unfortunate that this happened, but then again, there's always the opportunity for me to... Oh wait. Damn it, she's too far away. Well... I can guarantee that the king is going to be dethroned at some point. But Duke Nukem, he is such a serious threat that it's either you have to make sure that he cannot finish a race ahead of you, which is obvious. But you can't let him to have the lead. Okay, this is an interesting race. All of them are shriekers. Jesus. Yeah, you guys can do your thing while I just, Okay, so Crackpack apparently has mines. So all I need to do is just, wait till Levi's overtakes. Well, that was not exactly the plan. Oh well. So it's Levi's. Just gotta catch up to him. Take that. Oh, and he died. Excellent. Oh geez. And now there is an interesting problem which I just noticed. When you look at the overall standings, I'm only approximately 50 points away from Sam Speed, and assuming that Sam Speed is not going to finish a single race where I'm at with him, it means that I have basically 5 races to buy the Deliberator. But then again, let's make those 5 races count. So I'm gonna be just, destroying everything I can. Okay, guys. Sorry. I think I must have signed up in the wrong race. So let me just take off here. Yeah, it's like terrific. Oh my God, this is the worst race. Worst race, the worst possible track of all time. Sam Speed is out. Now I just gotta fend off Duke Nukem for 6 laps. Oh my God. How do I do that? Jane Honda, please help me. Oh no. Okay, so I'm just gonna fend him off for 6 laps. There's no other way. Or is that even possible? I'm afraid not. Maybe. Incredible. I freaking made it. That is just... I can't believe I did it. Jesus. That was just unreal. But there's no guarantee that he will be destroyed in this race, but I hope that Matt Myler, he's gonna help me out with this one. So even though Matt Myler has a little bit of a history of not being the... God, this was not to happen. Duke is getting a lot of boos, but that's all right. He's taking a lot of punishment, but I'm afraid it's still not enough. Because the problem is Matt Myler. He's kind of like, a little bit of a bottleneck, and it's a little bit of an interesting fact about Matt Myler that for whatever reason he always seems to be the driver that is causing me a lot of grief. I don't know what it is, but he always seems to be the driver that ruins the day for me. And Duke Nukem is out. And I'm afraid Matt Myler, he might get away with it this time. Because he will, for whatever reason, it's like always when I play Death Rally and Matt Myler shows up, then always there's something that he just... But... Okay. I'm not gonna take any chances destroying Craigback, because it's too late. But Matt Myler, this time the luck was with me. But he is, for whatever reason it is that, he is always the troublemaker. He is always the guy that shows up and he just ruins the day. And it has happened so many times in Death Rally. I don't know what it is, but... Maybe it is just that he has so, for most of the time, he seems to have the best possible upgrades. And this time we have Clint West, which is another very potentially very dangerous driver. So we want to make sure that we get off to a good start. And since destroying Duke Nukem unfortunately doesn't seem to be a reality, but Clint West is alright, I'm out of here. It's gonna be one of these races. And Duke Nukem is out again. How this is possible? Jesus, Clint West. Oh my. He's gonna get away. No, he's not. Yes. Excellent. Another very, very successful race. and we are only a handful of races away from reaching position 1. Just need to make sure that... Okay, another fairly... yeah, this track is fun. This track is my favorite track in this game, along with Velodrome. This track has a great song in it too. Okay, Levi's, let it rain. God damn it, Clint West. Okay, I have mines too, so if you want to take some. Okay, I'm gonna take that big wrench. Jesus, and Levi's has mines too. Excellent. I don't remember when I've had, this successful run with a Shrieker, with heart races. It's like, I don't remember having this successful run. But now, this could end at any moment when Duke Nukem is around. So, so there's always that. Okay, so this race is definitely going to be a lot different. You can really tell it from the start. Because Jane Honda, she's really like pulling away. And she's really fast too. And then there's this thing called Duke Nukem, so... God, how fast is she? There's no way I can keep up with her. No way. So this is gonna be the race, where my winning streak unfortunately comes to an end. And 70% damage. And she is apparently extending her lead all the time. So unless there's like a very dramatic thing happening late in this race, where she could lose her lead, that would be the only possible thing that could allow me to get the win in this one, but it's a very long shot, so all good things, I guess, come to an end. But at least, Duke Nukem, he seems to be at least fairly manageable driver to hold off at this point. But Jane Honda, she is already out there somewhere and probably hitting a check red flag soon enough. Oh my god, Duke is really making his final move. God, that was close. Okay, I gotta stay calm, no stupid mistakes, and Jane Honda, she has a huge lead. And okay, that was the best I could do in that race, and not even anybody got destroyed in that race, but it didn't matter because I got to position 1 anyways. So I'm not gonna buy the Deliberator yet. I'm just gonna grind it out and make sure that I get the last of the last. And thank goodness no Deliberator guys showed up. But the problem is that we got 2 very capable Wraith guys, Matt Meyer and Clint West. These guys are really dangerous. So and need to make sure that Clint West is the one that is getting destroyed. Yes. Okay, Levi's, he is not a priority in this race. The priority is Matt Meyer once again, who is, he's not too far away, but it seems that he is Well, he's not that far away. But the problem is that he has plenty of health, and he has machine guns, and God knows if he has mines as well. So that's gonna be a really difficult task. Okay, so he got drunk. That's alright. I'm just gonna wait it out till he shows up. But apparently he didn't even make... Oh my goodness, what happened to him? He got lapped or something. What happened? Jesus. Oh well, I'll take it. It's alright. And he's gonna kill Levi's, is he? No, he's not. Levi's, he barely made through the finish line, but apparently something happened to Matt Myler. But with that, now it's the highlight moment of this game.
You have made it through the road hell purgatory. Now you must face the Demon King of the race, the adversary. Winner takes it all.
So that is the adversary, the guy we must face. The final boss. And unfortunately at this point it seems that, destroying him is not a possibility. But instead I'm gonna take a rocket fuel and I'm gonna do what Jane Honda did in that one race. I'm gonna, just take off and, see you later style. But with the adversary, you have always the option to either destroy him or just outrace him. I prefer outracing him because it doesn't really matter what you do. As long as you beat him, that's alright. So, let's get going. Right, that was a fairly excellent start. A huge lead. That's alright. I think I got this, so. But as you can see, the rocket fuel is causing me damage every time I use it. Or not necessarily every time, but it causes damage on a fairly regular basis. So that's a problem with the rocket fuel. While it makes you a lot faster, it always causes damage. But this is so far going really well, so no mistakes, and you can't afford to have too many of them. And the adversary, he has basically the same armor as Duke Nukem, so think about it that he's the worst version of Duke Nukem. So it's gonna be very, very dangerous. But not in this case, because it's like taking off is usually the best bet. And I almost lapped him, not quite that, almost. But unfortunately in this version we don't get that cool cutscene where we can see the adversary destroyed. That you get only that in the DOS version, but for whatever reason in the Windows version it doesn't really show up. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but let's go and check out the standings. 24 races, that's okay. I think the best result that I've ever managed to come up with was, I think it was like 16 races. I think it was, but I've seen like people do this and like only like less, I think 11 races is something, but yeah, I'm not a pro at this game and it's not certainly my intention, but in any case, that's how the Let's Play of Death Rally on Speed Makes Me Dizzy comes to an end. So next time around we're going to be playing without weapons, which is a little bit more interesting. I'm going to be playing this game on all difficulties with all the possible ways. So with weapons and without, all difficulties, over time. But with that, I think we're all done. So we destroyed the adversary, but the next time around, we're gonna be taking on, the challenge without weapons, which basically means that all of those deliberator guys, we no longer have the luxury of destroying them. Instead, we have to use different unorthodox tactics to annihilate or slow down the fastest of the vehicles and stuff like that. But with that, I think we're all done. So I hope you have enjoyed this. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you around.